Hello. Sorry about that, guys. My phone rang, and I needed to set it to do not disturb while I do this broadcast here for you all. So we're gonna try that again. This is gonna be take 2, and again, I'll give you just a second to get connected here before I jump into the meat of my Periscope today. Happy Sunday! Thanks for joining me. And again, I'll give you a shot back over to my guy. He's got his favorite nylabone, and he's just kind of holding it down over here for me. I'm here in my office. Let me turn you back around. There we go. Hello again. Sorry about that. So if you're just joining, hi, happy Sunday. My name is DJ Shannon C. I'm a DJ and an entrepreneur out of Tampa, Florida. This is what I do for a living. My passions are music and business. And recently I've started sharing a Periscope for Business series where I'm scoping on some tips and tricks that I have that I've just experienced myself as I've gone through my business experience, in hope that I can maybe inspire or share or really open up the best in you. So that's really what today's scope is about. It's going to be the third of my series here. Hi Manny, nice to see you. Hi, hello. If you want to tell me where you're joining me from, you're welcome to do that. It's nice, like I said, it's nice to see you. Thank you for joining. And I won't take much of your time. We're going to jump into it really quick. No, I'm not going to get my telephone number, sorry. So also, if you are, hi, I know, see you, man. So if you are not really about the chat comments, or you want the ability to fast forward or watch me again, you can catch me /DJ Shannon C. There it is right there. And you are welcome to take a look at those. If you want to watch my view for more than the 24-hour period that we get here. Also, you don't see the comments if you are not really about seeing the chat. Also, you can fast forward. So just want to put that out there. Second thing, really quick. So when I started utilizing Periscope, I started utilizing it for broadcasting my shows, and initially that's how I built a lot of my fan base. And so that's a lot of what you're going to see from me. Now, generally speaking, when I do those kind of broadcasts, I just set my phone down on this little spoon holder thing. You know, you can either see my hands on my mixing board, or you can see the audience a little bit, but those are more, you know, I don't think they're that fun to watch. They're more for listening, but I know a lot of you started following me for that, and I know that these business scopes are kind of different. And so those of you who've started following me for the business scopes, I don't want to turn you off to my brand just because of what you might hear at some of the live performances. So I just want to put that out there. For example, I had my friend Ebony joined last night, and I made a point to tell her that, hey, I'm in a nightclub and this is going to be an explicit set. So in case your kids or whoever are listening and that's music that you don't want them to hear, you know, just to make that known. Also, what I'm going to try to do to help you guys out is I'll make sure that when I broadcast, I make it very clear in the naming convention what the scope is about. So if you want to skip my live broadcasts and only watch my business scopes, or vice versa, you can do that. So I'm just trying to help you guys out as we learn and grow here. And again, if you want to watch me on replay, you can find my catch.me. That's /DJ Shannon C. Another thing really quick, I have some people that have tried to connect with me on a much deeper level and really chat back and forth while either I'm DJing or while I'm doing these business scopes. Periscope is not the best means for an interactive communication one-on-one. So you can reach me that way if you want to shoot me an email. That's djshannonc@gmail.com, and you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, etc. at DJ Shannon C. So maybe one of those venues will be a little bit better for that one-on-one communication if that's what you're looking for. Anyway, enough of that. Let's jump right into the meat of our scope today. This is my Periscope for Business part 3. This is my pro tip today. One thing you can do to save you money in your business. I hope you're excited. I'm really excited to share this with you. This is something I started doing like a year ago, and it's worked out really well for me. And so I want to share it with you. So the secret, you ready for it? You ready for it? Hope you're ready for it. My secret as far as saving money, or one thing I do to save money in my business, is I like to do something called trading of services, or you can trade a product So let me give you an example. This weekend, I just played yesterday a show for Orange Theory Fitness. That's where I take my fitness classes. I love that gym, by the way. I love the workout. It's great. The only thing I don't love about it is it's one of the most expensive gyms. My bottom line with them a year is $1,200, which is really expensive for fitness. Now, don't get me wrong. I love it and I think it's great. At the same time, I'd ultimately like to cut that cost. And so one of the things I was able to do with them was I was able to work with them to play for their 1-year anniversary party yesterday. Hold up, let me set you guys down. I was able to work for them and play for their 1-year anniversary party yesterday. And what we did was, instead of asking them to pay me a cash fee, I allowed them to pay me in exchange for a few months of membership. Now, this works out well for me because that's a couple dollars out of my pocket, a few couple dollars out of my pocket that I'm not spending. They can stay in my bank account. And it works out for them because the payment really doesn't take away from their bottom line, and it's not really coming out of their revenue. So it works out really well for both of us. Now, if you have a product, if you have a service, I'm not saying that you have to be a DJ to do this. You can do this in other contexts as well. So I just wanted to let you think about that as far as something that maybe you could apply to your business. So if you are, let me use my friend Ebony again, if you are a nutrition coach, or if you are a trainer, you can trade training services, again, to work with other businesses, or to, it doesn't even have to be like to give them the service. Maybe if you want to work with them as far as cross-branding. So let's say GNC, for example. Maybe you partner up with your local GNC, and maybe they're not a good example because they're corporate, and that's a whole nother avenue of trickiness. But let's say, for example, you're a trainer and you partner with GNC. Maybe they're having a big opening or a big party or something. Maybe you set up a booth there and you waive the booth fee, or I'm sorry, they waive the booth fee. You don't have to pay them to be at their event and to show off your product. In exchange for that fee, you get back from them like X dollars of a credit or something. Plus, let's talk about cross-branding for a second. So the nice thing about trade services, or trading your services, is it allows you the opportunity to cross-brand, and it allows you the opportunity for exposure, like new exposure. So for example, one of the reasons that I chose to do what I did with Orange Theory Fitness, besides the fact that it was going to save me on my bottom line, was that I know that with that price point, their demographic has an available level of cash income that a lot of other demographics don't have. And as a DJ, I definitely want to be in front of those people. Those are the people who are going to pay me more than like, hey, let me throw you $50 for a party, you know. So they're my target demographic, and that was one of the big reasons that I wanted to play for them, because, like I said, and not just getting the service that I got, I'm not just getting a few months of my service for free, but also I had the opportunity to play in front of people who are basically my target demographic as well, who maybe wouldn't give the opportunity to hear me otherwise. And I definitely gave out a ton of business cards yesterday. I had several people come up to me talking about, you know, oh, do you do weddings, and do you do this, do you do that? So I like to do those because it gives me exposure too. So again, maybe I'm not making any cash money up front for the gig, but what I am making is, remember, I got those few months for free, so that came off my bottom line. And then also, any contracts or anything that come from this. So like, if I get a phone call from someone asking to book me for something, then that's ultimately revenue that came off of this as well. So I want you to remember that double exposure is good, that cross-branding is good. And cross-branding, I mean, now it's sort of cross-branding because you're not really making a new product. You're just kind of working in collaboration with someone else. But that cross-branding is going to allow you, like I said, exposure to other clients as well. And then finally, it allows you for networking. So I like to do things like that because they allow me to network with other people who potentially are going to be able to, again, open doors for me for other paying contracts. So, that networking is really important. By the way, networking, guys, grows your net worth. Networking grows your net worth. I will do a whole scope on that at another time. It's totally on, wait. There's a topics to-do list. Networking is right at the top. So, stay tuned for that. But yes, so think about trading. Now let's talk about, I have a service and I'm a DJ, and so maybe you have a product. Let's figure out how we can make this tangible with a product. So let's say you have a book, right? Maybe what you could do is, and it doesn't necessarily have to be like your personal services, or your personal expenses, but maybe your business expenses. Maybe you can work with someone to trade like X amount of the books in exchange for the service or whatever it is that you're trying to trade. And again, that goes back to the whole thing with that's giving you new exposure, because they're going to either give it to their clients or their network or whatever. It's allowing you to cross brand. So it still works the same way. And also it gives you an opportunity to gauge feedback on your product. So remember that trading is a really good thing. I've taken a whole lot of your time, so I'm not going to take any more on this particular topic, but do keep in mind that you can trade your services or your product in exchange for other services and products that will definitely help you save on your bottom line. It will help you network with new people. It's going to help you get new exposure. It's going to help you potentially open new doors that are going to bring you new paid contracts. So that's my scope for today. I hope you found it helpful. Thank you very much for tuning in, and happy Sunday. And like I said, if you want to watch the replay, catch.me/djshannonc. Until next